Hi, first graders. It's Mrs. Farrell, the math coach at Emerson and Madison. I'm here with a number talk for you today. We're going to go ahead and do another splat. Splat comes to us courtesy of Steve Wyborney. So we're going to try and get through a couple of these today, and then hope you have a great rest of the day. So here is your first set of dots. I'd like you to look at these dots and try and figure out how many there are. Go ahead and pause while you figure that out. Okay, so now that you have an answer, let's go ahead and see how many there are. There are 10 dots here. Next, I would ask you, how do you see the 10 dots? Obviously, I can't hear from you, but I'll share with you how I see them. And maybe you could share with someone at home if you did something different. So I actually saw this group of 5 here at the top. And then I saw another group of 5 here at the bottom, 4 and 1. So I know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. Somebody else may have seen them by counting by twos. Maybe you saw 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Maybe you saw it a different way. If so, go ahead and share with someone at home. Now here comes a splat. All right, so now I want you to figure out how many dots are underneath that splat. Go ahead and pause as you try and figure that out. Okay, so as you think about how many are under that splat, think about how you see it, how you know. I'll share my thinking with you. First of all, I see that there are 3 dots outside of the splat. And this is a make 10 problem because we had a total of 10. Now that I only see 3 left, I know that my make 10 is 3 and 7 to make 10. So I'm guessing there must be 7 dots underneath this splat. Somebody else may have looked at this. If you weren't 100% sure on your make 10s, maybe you started at 3 and then counted on until you got to 10. So if you start at 3 and count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that would equal 7. Some of you may have even subtracted 3 from 10, maybe counted back. So if you started at 10 and then subtracted 3, 9, 8, 7. So let's see if in fact there are 7 dots. There's 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 1 more is 7. Very nice. All right, here's your next one. Figure out how many dots there are and think about how you see it. Pause if you need to. All right. So first of all, there are 9 dots here. If you had that, awesome work. Think about how you saw it. I saw 3 groups of 3. So I saw these 3 here, these 3 here, and these 3 here. So 3 plus 3 equals 6, and then 6 plus 3 more equals 9. Again, some of you may have seen it differently. Another way you could see it is I see what looks like a 5 here. It looks like a dice. 5, and then 3 more is 8, and then 1 more is 9. There are so many different ways you could have seen it. All right, here's your splat. Okay, so again, go ahead and pause, try and figure out how many dots are underneath your splat. All right, as we look at this, I see 7 dots out here still. So this splat is not covering very many dots. Our total was 9, and I still see 7. 7 and 9 are not very far apart from each other. So I would try to count on. If I started at 7, 8, 9. My guess is that there are 2 dots underneath this splat. Maybe you subtracted 9 minus 7. If we think about 7 and 9 on a number line, think about how far apart they are. They're really quite close together. If I'm on a number line and I'm at 7, it just takes me 1 jump to get to 8, and a second jump to get to 9. So there should be 2 dots underneath this splat. And there are. All right, one more quick one. Figure out how many dots there are here. Pause if you need to. All right, there are 10 dots here as well. So that's good. We're practicing another one of our Make 10 facts. Again, just think about how you saw these. How did you know there were 10? Did you count them by ones? Did you group them? Hopefully you're starting to see the dots in groups, so you're not having to count by ones. Maybe you saw 5 dots here, 2 more here. 5 and 2 we know is 7, and then 7 and 3 make 10. Think about what you saw. And here's your splat. Give yourself a little bit to figure out how many are underneath the splat. Go ahead and pause if you need to. Okay, there are 5 dots outside of this splat. Well, I know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. That's one of my make 10s, and that's one of our make 10s that I think we're the most comfortable with. If we know 5 plus 5 equals 10 and there are 5 outside of the splat, then there must be 5 underneath the splat as well. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks for working with me today. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.